Floyd Mayweather not being able to read properly was not only a joke that 50 Cent had said to him, but it's completely ruined his life.
The picture on the left is Floyd signing the contract, and the picture on the right is Floyd holding the aircraft purchase and sale agreement right after signing it.
And 50 Cent was actually right about a lot of things when it comes to Floyd.
This is a special ASLELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. Fuck the bucket of ice, man.
Floyd Mayweather was so focused on boxing when he was young, he didn't get the best education, and his reading isn't that good, and it's been proven on camera.
I made smart investments. That's why, right now, with this huge academic, with this huge shit that's going on, all this crazy stuff that's going on.
Well, I got a couple of dollars in there. I know how you call it. You got to tell niggas going to I already know. Straight up. I said, yo, dog, I don't want to be.
But why does it matter? Because Floyd Mayweather still went on to make millions, even $1 billion, and was very successful. But Floyd Mayweather also just signs a bunch of contracts and later is suing people when he doesn't even realize what he signed for. This guy many times, I believe, has gone through things and trusted his own intuition about things rather than reading it through or getting a good lawyer. Take, for example, the Manny Pacquiao fight. This is the biggest contract of his life, the biggest pay-per-view of all time, and he made a show out of the situation. He bought a special pen and a special glove to make sure he signed it in style and videoed it, but did he make sure he got the best deal out of this? Probably not, because he is suing Showtime, the platform it was staged on, for over 300 million, saying that they've wired off a lot of his money. And one of the fights tied in that lawsuit is the Manny Pacquiao fight, where he says Showtime Networks and the former Showtime Sports president, Stephen Espinosa, did fraud, civil conspiracy, and breach with an unjust enrichment for themselves. The court allegation is that they helped his former advisor and manager, Haymon, misappropriate at least $340 million in earnings from the biggest pay-per-view fight through hidden accounts, unauthorized transfers, and withheld financial records. And this clip here blends both perfectly together. Floyd Mayweather struggling to read and starts referencing Showtime. I do think with this company Showtime, he blindly trusted them, thinking that they had his best interests at heart. But when there's hundreds of millions on the table, many people play dirty.
I got the lines right there.
Okay. That's where you're gonna be?
Hey, this is Floyd Money Mayweather. Don't miss my fight against Logan Paul Sunday. Oh, I was going to say Saturday. I was about to say Saturday because most of my fight on Saturday.
50 times.
All right. All the behind the scenes, we can't. A lot of this stuff we can't film is because it's for Showtime. So hopefully y'all can just respect that. Because there's a lot of this behind the scenes. I'm just letting y'all know. Just if y'all don't do nothing, just please phones on silent.
I'm gonna cut the live off.
So rather than buying a pen that he probably paid like 20k for and a fancy glove as well, Floyd could have simply paid for a really good lawyer to make sure that Showtime don't stiff him. But the problem is, rather than Floyd Mayweather getting a team, and remember you're dealing with hundreds of millions, he could have had a team of really good lawyers tying him up to all different things, making sure he's protected, and a team of accountants as well. The amount of money he had, that weren't sexy or flamboyant or the life Floyd was living.
Things like, you can sign this, we know the rest.
Okay.
It's just
I can't just sign it. I gotta look at everything.
It's a physical.
Yeah, but I still can't just sign anything.
Fair enough.
I didn't get to where I got you to sign anything. Let's see this here injury.
Even if you get the best lawyer in the world to go through agreement, you need to have a basic fundamental understanding of what you're getting yourself into, and they just tie over the P's and Q's. But Floyd didn't want to have any of that, reading any of it or even understanding it. So he would have to just trust someone to deal with this, and hundreds of millions involved. What would any lawyer or crooked person do that's around him like Haymon? And a sad reality, unfortunately, of not even having a basic education is that you become very easy to scam. You have to choose the right people to guide you.
I see a whole lot of people out here trying to understand what's going on with Floyd Mayweather, Al Haymon, and the mystery $100 million that supposedly Al Haymon has stolen from Floyd Mayweather, and now Al Haymon is rumored to have gone missing. Well, let me tell you something, right? Adrian Broner already let us know that when it comes to Al Haymon getting paid, sometimes it takes 3, 4, 5, 6 years to get all your money. And even Adrian Broner said he was still getting money at the time where he left PBC. But let me tell you what I think happened. I think Floyd, where he talks about, I make smart investments, wise investments, smart investments. I think some of the money that he made, Al Haymon was the one who's been investing Floyd's money. It wasn't Floyd doing it. I think Al Haymon was doing it. And what I think happened is that maybe there's a chance that it didn't work out.
And in this situation, don't be surprised if Gervonta Davis is struggling with years to come. Obviously, he has so many legal troubles, but Floyd obviously put him onto Al Haymon as well. And the guy said that Al Haymon controls all of his finances.
He had to have a conversation with Al Haymon. You want to buy Richard? Talk to Al Haymon. Al Haymon is the one who's going to send the money. So to see him in the situation where now you got to come from out of retirement, boy, oh boy. And I will say this, bro. Every dollar that I ever received from Gervonta Davis via a wire always came from Haymon Development. It never once was like Gervonta Bryant Davis or anything. Even when I sent him money, we did some partnerships or something like that where I had to wire him money. It was like this elementary school account, it felt like. It was like little such and such. Yeah, like he was living through his inner child or something along those lines. But even that account got funneled back to Haymon Development. Anytime he wanted to buy a house, he had to clear it with Al Haymon. Anytime he wanted to buy a car, he had to have a meeting with Al. Anytime that he wanted to clear the Icebox bill or the Iceman Nick bill, Nick Bendy or whatever his name is, he had to have a conversation with Al Haymon. You want to buy Richard? Talk to Al Haymon. Al Haymon is the one who's going to send the money. So to see him in the situation where now you got to come from out of retirement, boy, oh boy. And I see this Floyd lawsuit, and if you suing Showtime because Al Haymon misallocated $400 million and you claim they allowed him to, that lets me know that you can't sue Al Haymon directly. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just rough to see. And I know for a fact that all of those accounts ran through Al's name. So to see him in the predicament that he's in, and you got to find out that your money is in a trying circumstance while you having legal trouble and trying to fight legal battles and bring in best in class, it's rough, bro. But
the thing is with Floyd, everything was about a show. He would rather people think he's got money than actually have it when he was making it.
I told they should never let me get my hands on a piece of paper. Never. It was gonna be a wrap.
Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent were once good friends, and 50 Cent, when giving him this advice about being able to read and mocking him online, was actually trying to help him in a passive-aggressive way.
Phone call from my man Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy said if Floyd accepts the challenge, that he'll put it on the actual show, so you can read it on the show. We don't want to put pressure on you. We know you can't pronounce those words in that Harry Potter book, so we're gonna let you read Cat in the Hat.
And if these guys remained friends, would have been good for Floyd, because 50 Cent before him had his own setbacks, and 50 could have give good advice to Mayweather if they were actually close.
Out of money, and then you irritated the judge in the case because you started posting all these pictures of you that seem to indicate that you have a ton of money. You put up this picture right here of you eating a money sandwich. Yeah. You put this picture up of you opening your fridge and just finding money inside. You put up this picture, these are yours, of your coffee table, which is made of money. Then you put this picture up right here, which says you're broke, spelled in money. And then this one right here, which is just cash coming out of your pants. So why were you doing that?
My audience doesn't understand the difference between Chapter 11 and Chapter 7.
Yeah.
When you file Chapter 11, you just really reorganize. Like I had 4 companies that had over like $3 or $4 million in each one of them. So
right.
I can pull the money out and take those pictures.
Now, we're not just seeing rumors about Floyd Mayweather's financial situation, we're getting actual receipts. Floyd Mayweather is seeking $175 million in a newly filed lawsuit alleging his former investment manager and real estate advisor defrauded him over multiple years. But a bunch of these situations were signed for in paperwork about what both people was getting in agreed splits.
What happened was Floyd took out a large loan against the value of the jet. So when the jet was sold, a large chunk of the money went to pay off the loan and many of his other debts. Here's the payoff demand statement for the jet. Highlighted is borrower named Floyd Mayweather. The total loan payoff is around $2.79 million, and the highlight in the bottom left is the property collateral as the Gulfstream Learjet. This is the bank wire transfer receipt from the credit union. Both of these documents were sent to Floyd, so he's clearly lying about the jet only selling for $1 and him being out of the know on the jet selling. The picture on the left is Floyd signing the contract, and the picture on the right is Floyd holding the aircraft purchase and sale agreement right after signing it. Does he look disappointed in the terms of the sale? This is the text Jonah sent to Floyd in September 2025, indicating that the house and airplane contracts were done, and Floyd responded, "Let's go." To make it even more clear that Floyd knew about the plane purchase and the terms of the purchase and sale, here's a text between Floyd and Jonah where Floyd writes, "Can you call me about the plane, please? I need for you to update me, please." And Jonah responded, "Plane is ready to close."
Unfortunately for Floyd, he's got these massive lawsuits over hundreds of millions, which I don't even think they're going to settle on. I generally think he would lose these cases to Showtime. He's being sued. That company obviously went under in the end, and many of them contracts would have been signed to the details, and the manager that invested his money as well has got hundreds and hundreds of receipts of everything that he is saying and him pretty much agreeing to. And like this tweet says, this is a wild story. Floyd Mayweather is alleging that the close associates who spent years gaining his trust scammed him out of 175 million, but maybe 50 Cent was right about him not being able to read, because in the lawsuit he claims that he unknowingly signed paperwork transferring the ownership of his Gulfstream jet with the buyer selection left blank. He also says he still doesn't know where the money from the jet sale had went. Apparently he transferred 7.5 million into what he believed was an investment deal, while around 100 million worth of jewelry was allegedly handed over to jewelers in exchange for only about 30 million, with a large collection also later going missing.
Jonah saved hundreds of private images, screenshots of text messages, and I can understand why he did it. They were dealing with millions upon millions of dollars. Floyd was going broke, and Jonah worried that Floyd was going to start blaming those around him for his financial problems. Back in November 2025, Jonah sent this message to Floyd saying, "I can help continue to create income for you for life, but you need to start saving more money and spending less. Borrowing from a credit line should be for investment purposes, not to pay past due bills because we will have to pay it back."
I think Floyd was overspending but not in control over the main portions of his money and trusted others to invest it. It may not have worked out and now he's lost most of it. There's even situations that show when Logan Paul was asking for his money, this guy was saying that he's going to come and fucking off Logan Paul constantly, but maybe that wasn't even his decision to make or pay for getting the money. But Floyd Mayweather, before even making it to a courtroom, has messed up many of his lawsuits here, because some of the accusations he's making against this guy, there's digital footprints that he's left behind on social media. He needed to think of stuff like this if he's going to take someone to court.
Of 80% for Mayweather Promotions and 20% for Frist Apex Ventures. Down at the bottom, you can see Floyd's signature agreeing to the terms of the contract. As part of the fraud claim against Rechnitz and Frist, Floyd claims IL Frist signed distribution letters as manager of Vada Properties when he held no such office, and by signing as CEO of Vada Properties when he held no such office. This is a screenshot of Floyd's Instagram over a year ago. The picture in the middle is Floyd promoting speaking at a conference about real estate with IL Frist. In the post, IL is listed as the CEO of Vada Properties. This is the Real Deal conference where Floyd is talking about buying real estate, and IL Frist is the man to his right.
I had a very, very smart team, guys that was very, very educated in real estate. I gave them 9 figures. I went from 7, I skipped over 8 because it was paying so good. I went to 9 figures.
So Floyd had been retired and doing his little exhibitions on the side for a while, and 50 Cent many years ago said something that many people didn't even believe. Floyd Mayweather's money is running dry and soon he'll be fighting and competing again because he has to.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah. That's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money?
Yeah, it took been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money is gone. Trust me. Now it's like if you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
And as I make this video, Floyd Mayweather is making a return literally this month in an exhibition fight against a guy that I don't even know. But the main thing is, Floyd Mayweather needs the money right now and is willing to put up his undefeated record and fight Manny Pacquiao in a rematch, after saying he would never return to boxing, but is already breaching the contract over the details.
So number one, as we stand, this fight is not canceled. I know that there were some things spreading around, some boxing news outlets and stuff yesterday. It is not canceled in any way. Floyd Mayweather is in a breach. He is officially in a breach. He's been in a breach since the day he went out and said what he said on Saturday, but he's officially in a breach as of yesterday. He has a cure period. There are certain things that he needs to do, and he has multiple breaches, not just one.
Again, Floyd is signing things and not understanding what it means. He signed to fight Manny Pacquiao and put his record on the line. That's why he's getting a big fee for it, but then he's come out and said after it's an exhibition.
You see what Floyd said? I think he's saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight. Okay. Yeah, because I know he said.
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight. Yeah.
So this was never an exhibition. It was never going to be an exhibition. It was never signed as an exhibition. Manny Pacquiao has no interest in doing an exhibition with Floyd. And just for the record, what the public doesn't know, Floyd Mayweather signed not one, not two, but 3 different agreements on 3 different dates with 2 different parties that ultimately got intertwined in the month of January. And this is all related to his return to professional boxing. First one was on October 24th. The second one was on November 6th. Third one was on December 14th. He received money for all 3 agreements when he signed them. Okay. Not only that, he's taken an advance on his purse on this Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. Okay. On his fight against Pacquiao. So there's another lender also that's now involved in this, okay? So him saying that it's not at the Sphere, him saying that there's no real fight, it's complete bullshit.
So Floyd Mayweather, essentially now in his 50s, is back on the same bullshit again, signing contracts where he doesn't even understand the meaning to them, taking advances up front for money, and then obviously not sticking to the agreement that adds to legal fees. Floyd could sort out his financial mess with all these big fights, but it seems like he's doing the same things as before. They're also still trying to put together an agreement for him to fight Mike Tyson as well. That deal keeps falling through, and Mayweather just thinks everyone is hating on him, but he's been involved in a bunch of shady dealings himself, and people have been done over.
You know, they upset. See, they upset because I'm able to milk the game. I was smart, kept all my faculties, made a lot of smart investments. So, you know, when great people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, the Waltons, the people that own Walmart, Walgreens, when they're getting money in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, it's okay. A young kid like myself from the inner city, from the ghetto, I worked my way to the top. I was able to leave boxing on my own terms and keep all my faculties, kept a lot of my money. So they're upset that I'm able to go out there and continue to make 40 and 50 and 60 million outside the ring. You can't get mad. Yo, listen, this is what God wanted.